how you see it, Mason. Mason, the jury finds Mason, the defendant, not guilty.
You're being very hard on me. But I want to talk to you about those pills of Gina's.
Mason, what do you want from me? I already told you they're not addictive.
Why would Gina confess to being addicted to them, then?
Look, I don't know why anybody in that house does anything. But if you're so intimate with Gina, why don't you ask her? And if you think maybe she'll slap you, too, then talk to a pharmacist about it. But don't talk to me.
Mary, everything all right? Well, is this the long arm of coincidence or some sort of date?
That is none of your business.
Then it's a date.
Art, let's find ourselves another table, all right? Somewhere nice.
Right now. Well, look, rather than make a wasted trip out of this, why don't you pitch your idea to Kirk? I mean, he's an exec of Capwell Enterprises. Go ahead.
No, Nick, I think I'd rather talk with Kelly or Eden.
Go ahead. What idea? Come on, tell him.
I saw an abandoned offshore drilling rig off the coast, and my partner and I would like to lease it, and it belongs to Capwell Enterprises.
Well, what do you want to lease it for?
Well, we would like to turn it into a commercial enterprise, a casino.
Like a gambling casino?
Yeah, that's right. And we would either like to rent it or cut the Capwells in for, say, a certain percentage. Now, I haven't figured out the starting cost yet, but I think it could be a big moneymaker for everybody.
And that's the idea?
Well, in a quick outline, yeah.
Good. Well, then I think I give you a quick answer. I don't think it's for Capwell.
Just like that, no?
I say I don't think it's for us. You mind telling him why not? Well, the idea is ridiculous. I mean, you're not a businessman. Unless, of course, this is your presentation. I'm sorry, but look at you. You know, blue jeans, you're unshaven. You could use a little bit of a haircut.
Well, what does it matter how I look, Mr. Cranston? An idea is an idea.
No, it isn't. You see, an idea is nothing unless it's sold. Now, why don't you just go home, have a little look in the mirror, and ask yourself if you would invest in or buy anything from that guy in there?
I'll shave.
Well, don't knock yourself out. From what I understand, you just about got Kelly Capwell killed out of that ghost town. Now, do you really think that the Capwells are going to want to conduct any kind of business with you?
There's a chance, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, forget it. As far as I'm concerned, this is a dead issue, now and forever. And I'll advise Eden the same. Hey, just take it easy.
There's no taking it easy. I would like to bust him in his face.
Look, learn to take criticism constructively. In a way, the guy's right.
Whose side are you on? I mean, how is he right?
Look, if you want to sell your idea to the Capwells, you've got to clean up your act. People don't like to do business with entrepreneurs who look like bums.
Me a bum.
Warren, I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Thanks.
So what's up?
I know you're going to think this sounds crazy, Warren, but I've been kind of scared. Everywhere I go, I feel like people are staring at me, and it's really creepy.
Oh, Janice, look, you got to expect that. I mean, look, this magazine you pose for has a big following in the public eye.
Well, I know, but I didn't think that it would feel like this.
Oh, you're just not used to the limelight yet, but you will be.
Well, maybe I am being a little paranoid. I did something really stupid today.
Oh, yeah? What?
Well, I came back to Santa Barbara to do this bikini layout for a major catalog.
Right.
And it was supposed to shoot today, right? Well, I just called the guy at the Capwell Hotel and canceled out.
Why did you do that?
Warren, I am so shook up, I just didn't think I could go through with it. Is that crazy or what?
Oh, hey, look, we all do strange things every now and then.
Well, I don't know what's come over me. I need the money that the layout pays, and I feel awful about quitting. And Nick was all set to take the pictures, and now I lost his job, too.
Well, look, you think it's too late to maybe call him back and tell him you'll do it again?
Well, I don't know. This guy probably thinks I'm such a crazy lady he wouldn't hire me back anyway.
Well, let me talk to him. What's his name?
Would you?
Well, of course I would.
Oh, that's really sweet of you.
Yeah, well, I'm just a sweet guy. Hey, what's the guy's name, huh?
His name is Radford, but I don't know his room number.
Doesn't matter. I don't need it. Listen, you stay right here. I'll call you as soon as I take care of it, okay?
Oh, Warren, thanks a lot. I hope this works.
Yeah, me too.
candle burning bright. Love is glowing in your eyes. Flame to light a way that gets brighter every day. Now I have you. Nobody loves me like you do. What if I never met you? Where would I be right now? Funny how life just falls in place somehow. You touched my heart in places that I never even knew. Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody loves me like you do.
Why doesn't he stop looking at me?
Listen, if he's really bothering you, I'll just go ask him to leave.
No, that'll just make things worse.
Mary, he's obviously upsetting you.
Mark, I guess he has as much right to be here as we do.
True. You also have the right not to be hounded like this. Be right back.
Mark, be diplomatic.
Can I do something for you, Doctor?
Yes, you can start by leaving Mary alone.
Am I upsetting her from way over here?
You know what you're doing, Mason. Haven't you upset her enough?
Did she tell you to speak to me?
No. I'm just a bit fed up with it, that's all. She's through with you, Mason. Why don't you just accept that? I don't think you could ever understand the kind of woman she is anyway.
I know her better than you might think. Been through a lot. Leaving the church, sister's trial. I think I understand.
Fine. If you know her so well, then maybe you should know that all she wants from you is to be left alone. Now, is that plain enough English for you, Mason? Or maybe I'll just have to personally see to it that you leave her alone from now on.
Anybody home? Sophia, wait a minute, please.
Don't expect an apology, Mason, because you don't deserve one. You deserve to be slapped.
I didn't know you were in favor of just desserts, Sophia. I really don't know how you can afford to be.
Excuse me, I have things to do upstairs.
Practical matters, I suppose. Up to visit Dad's bedside again? Keep your lonely vigil? I really don't understand your concern.
No, I don't suppose you do.
I do know that if Dad recovers, Gina and I will face a firing squad. So will you. And yet you're with him, afternoon and evening.
The concept of loyalty hasn't grabbed you yet, Mason. But I am certainly not going to be able to teach it to you.
Oh, we're talking about loyalty now, are we? A little late for you to be feeling that, isn't it, Sophia? You know, I somehow can't shake the idea that this is all for effect. Performance to touch and win over your children. When are you going to accept the fact that you aren't one of us anymore?
Why are you still so bitter toward me? Eden, Kelly, Ted, they want to forgive me. Why can't you?
You robbed me of my mother. That isn't an act one easily forgives.
Mason, If you don't want to forgive me, then just don't torture me. Leave me alone.
Not a chance. I need to be very vocal, Sophia. Kind of walking conscience to make up for the one you don't have. No, to escape me, you're going to have to leave this house. Or this city.
Where did you get off, Mason? She has just as much of a right to be here as you do.
Thank you very much.
And what do you know about rights, Cranston? I mean, just because you managed to marry into this family doesn't mean you can run it. Try to remember that Eden's the only one that wanted you in this family.
Fine, well, I don't need to be loved by everyone.
If I were you, I wouldn't even